There's a certain ache that comes with change. The end of a relationship, the loss of a job, a sudden shift in health. It can feel like the ground beneath us disappears, leaving us anxious, unsteady, and afraid. Yet what if the very ground we seek is not in resisting change, but in embracing it? In today's video, we'll explore how the Dhamma, the teachings of the Buddha, guide us to find peace even as everything moves. Let's walk this path of wisdom together. Why do we struggle so much with change? At the core, it's our attachment to things staying the same. We fear the unknown. We cling to our comfort zones, our relationships, and the stories we've built about who we are. The Buddha taught that attachment is the root of suffering. We hope things will remain as they are, even as life moves forward. And when something changes, whether small or life-altering, we feel a deep sense of fear or loss. Imagine holding onto a rope that's on fire. The longer we cling, the deeper the burn. But we hesitate to let go, afraid of the unknown. This is how we resist change, by holding tighter, even though it deepens our pain. In the Dhamma, the Buddha teaches us anicca, the truth of impermanence. Everything is in constant flux. Every moment, every relationship, every breath is changing. The joy you feel today may shift tomorrow. The pain you experience will eventually fade. Even our very identities are fluid, unfolding with each new experience. The Buddha reminds us, all conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. Understanding impermanence is the gateway to peace. When we see that everything is temporary, we stop clinging as though things were permanent. Change becomes not a source of fear, but an opportunity for growth and renewal. Accepting impermanence doesn't mean being passive or cold. It means flowing with life, like a river, rather than damming it with resistance. We can still love deeply, work passionately, and engage fully, but without the heavy burden of needing things to stay the same. So, how can we accept change without suffering? The Dhamma offers many paths, but today, let's focus on two profound practices. First, mindfulness, embracing the present moment. Mindfulness is more than awareness. It's the art of being fully present without resistance. When change sweeps into our lives, our natural instinct is to fight or flee. Mindfulness invites us to pause, breathe, and simply observe. Notice the emotions that arise: fear, sadness, longing, without judgment. Notice how your body reacts, the tightening in your chest, the tremble in your hands. By meeting change with clear seeing, we stop feeding it with fear. Mindfulness transforms change from something terrifying into something manageable, an unfolding moment, no more, no less. Second, non-attachment, loving without clinging. Non-attachment is often misunderstood. It doesn't mean not caring, it means caring without gripping. It's loving without fearing loss. It's engaging fully in life without demanding it stay the same. When we cling to people, to success, to comfort, we suffer when life inevitably shifts. But when we appreciate everything as a temporary gift, we can love more deeply and live more freely. As the Buddha said, you can only lose what you cling to. Non-attachment shows us that peace doesn't come from controlling life, but from trusting its flow. Just as rivers change course and seasons turn, so too will our lives. When we loosen our grasp, life carries us gently instead of overwhelming us. In every change, there is loss, but also newness, growth, and unseen blessings. Let me share a simple story that brings this teaching to life. There was once a monk who had a favorite teacup. He used it every morning, feeling the warmth seep into his hands, admiring the tiny crack along its side that made it uniquely his. One day, as he prepared his tea, the cup slipped from his hands and shattered on the ground. The monk smiled gently and said, "It was only a cup. It was never mine to keep forever." He didn't react with anger, sadness, or frustration. He understood. The cup, like all things, was impermanent. By accepting its loss, he found peace in the present moment. This story reminds us, when we release our clinging, we release our suffering. As we reflect on the Buddha's teachings today, remember, change does not have to be our enemy. It can be our greatest teacher. When we stop resisting change and begin to accept it with open hearts, we move through life with greater ease, resilience, and clarity. So the next time life changes in a way that feels uncomfortable, ask yourself, what am I holding on to? And what freedom might I find if I simply let go? Remember the Buddha's words, peace comes from within, do not seek it without. If this teaching spoke to your heart, I invite you to subscribe for more Dhamma insights that bring calm and clarity to your life. Thank you for watching. May you find peace with every change life brings your way.